Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my Derwent Academy book. It's a 9 by 6 inch journal that I use to do art journaling in. It's fantastic. I like the size. It's just awesome. Today I taped off my paper. I didn't measure anything. I just tape and I use masking tape. And I decided that I wanted to do a little exercise to get creative again, and therefore I'm doing some grid journaling. I decided to start with black because I just wanted to do something different, and I had to keep telling my mind, Gina, it's okay to cover it up. It's okay to cover it up. That was the song in my head when I was creating this. It's okay to cover it up. But I had fun. Because it's so small, you have such a nice, tiny space to work in. Honestly, because of doing these small grid journals, I'm kind of scared of going big again. But I have a big piece that my sister wants me to do. I was supposed to do it before the end of the year, but that didn't happen. So, it is now January, and I would like to work on it and hopefully finish it before the end of this month. And I am praying that she likes it. So my intention today is just to cut things up and glue things down. I'm using my scissors because I would like straight edges on this piece, because I just want it. Normally I rip, and I like the ripped effect. I really do. But because I rip often, I wanted to see how things would look when I don't rip it. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm really struggling with this glue because it's old and it's starting to get very gel-like. So it's very difficult to come out of my tube. But it works, so I'm trying my best to use it out. It still has a whole heap in it, like more than half. So this is a lesson for me when I have some, why was I afraid to use this? I think I didn't want to use it because I didn't think it would work as well. I know it sounds really dumb, but I was more accustomed. I wasn't accustomed to this glue, and I didn't want to chance it on certain things. So I left it, but it's sticking. Yeah, it's sticking really well. So, and it has two ends. It has a kind of wide flat end and a pointy end, which is fantastic, which is why I bought it, because of the pointy end especially. And I just put it down. So one of the things I would like to encourage myself this year is to use again. Yes, I've done it before, but I'm encouraging myself again this year to use the things that I decide to invest in, no matter how afraid I might be. Just use it. Use it. So yes, I'm trying my best to use it now. I made it more difficult for myself, but I'm going to use it. I found this little curved piece, and I thought how cool it would be if I have a little curved piece in there somehow in the mix. So I'm gonna put it in. It's really fun though, working on these tiny pieces. So when I measured, it's about 2 by 2, but since I didn't measure when I put the tape, it's not exactly 2 by 2. Some of them a little over one, is it? Probably like 2 and a quarter, but most of them are under. It's probably 2 by 1.5 or 2 by, some really strange number because I didn't measure them. But it's so cute. I like small cute things. So it was fun working on these tiny squares, shapes, because they're not squares. But yeah. How are your journaling efforts coming in this year? I know it's just begun. How has it been going? Honestly, for me, it feels kind of normal. It doesn't feel like a new year very much. It just feels like a continuation of things that I wanted to try, and things that I would like to keep doing. That's how it feels. I think in my mind, your new year starts on your birthday, because that's when you were born, and that's when you came into the world, and that's when life started for you. So for me, every birthday is your new year. That's when your year begins. No? Yeah. So I think when my birthday comes around, I will probably feel more like, okay, this is the new year. But honestly, every day for me is a new beginning. That's how I think of it, and that's probably why too the new year doesn't hold as much awe as it used to when I was, in previous years. I just think when I think about life and I think about God, I'm like, Lord, thank you for today. Thank you that I'm able to see another sunrise. I'm able to hear the birds. I'm able to see your creations, the trees and the grass, and see my neighbors. And yeah, I'm grateful that I was gifted another day. So every day is a new opportunity to begin again. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. And what are you working on presently in your journals? Have you started a new journal? Are you continuing like me in your previous journal? Because this journal started. I don't even remember. Let me check. I didn't write the date. Darn it. I'm so annoyed when I don't do that. But I know for sure it was before 2023. It could have been 2022 when I started this journal. And you see how far I reach. But I am now continuing into my previous entry before this one was October. And now this one is January. So, I think it's cool when you continue a book. And it doesn't matter which year it continues from, as long as it continues and then eventually you finish. I find, I like to write as well. So when I look through my journals and I see, this started in, let's say 2009, and then it skipped to 2011, and sometimes it's like, wow, I wonder what happened during those years. And then you get to see immediately the jump in events and the jump in your thought processes from what you were doing then and how you thought then and how you felt then to what's happening now, how much years later. I think it's pretty remarkable. So it's cool when you have art journals like that too. This is what I was doing in this year, this time. And then, all of a sudden I've gone from blur drawings to a whole splash of color and vibrancy, and it shows the changes in your life and where you're at the time and where you were. And so I think it's cool. So I want to encourage you, all of you, continue your journals. Even though it's been a long time, you could still pick it back up and continue from where you left off, and you'll see your growth and the change in yourself. You change in your decisions, change in your likes, dislikes. It's a nice, when you look at it from, a certain perspective, it's a nice thing to see how you've grown and how you've changed. And if you feel like you could reflect on why you don't do something anymore, why you do this now, and, all the different things. Or what inspired you then. And even if you look back at your old stuff, you might think, this is actually inspiring to me now, and it may inspire you to do something, something in the future. So it's cool. You inspire yourself. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm done. I talked through the whole video. Oh my goodness, 9+ minutes of chatter. Anyways, I'm done. I'm unwrapping my gift here, taking off all the tape, which is the best part. And I love them. Oh my gosh. This one looks like a house. It's so cute. Which one do you like? I know they're going pretty quickly, but let me know which ones you like the most. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me and for listening to me chat. Bye.